Hi there, how's it going? Hello, Wanderlust of the World. Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be about cruises. What is happening with the cruise ship industry during this COVID-19, and what to expect if you are booked for a cruise soon. What you should be expecting during your whole stay on board during your cruise in 2021. So grab your cup of coffee and let's have a talk. So, if you are like me and many others that are in the list of a waiting list or already booked a cruise ship going on, travel it, you need to be paying close attention to what is going on with the cruise ships, especially the USA waters. The CDC has sent a guide, a cruise COVID-19 guide. It is published online. You can get access to it. You can read what they're expecting and recommended for the cruise. Like I said in the video of Europe, the cruise ships are considered a level 4 of high infections rate place. Given that even when we're in open spaces, we're still in public spaces, some are closed spaces, and there's a lot of people in just one spot. So the CDC gave some recommendations to every cruise operator, and they need to put this on practice to be able to operate in the USA waters. I'm going to go through it. I'm sorry if I'm eating my notebook. It's not me hiding my face, it's just that I'm freaking blind without them. But if I put them, then you don't see my eyes, so it has to be one or another. Okay, so prior embarking, there have to be a verbal or written screening in a private environment where they get all this information, do the health screening, be able to have a one-on-one with this person, because it applies to cruise or non-cruise people embarking the cruise. So they must have those conversations, or a written paper telling them and asking them about all the health concerns and what they should be expecting during the whole stay on board. Besides having the conversation, they have to conduct a temp check, and after this verbal or written conversation or screening and the temp check, they can deny boarding to anyone that they suspect that can be infected with COVID. Something that I recommended for the cruise operators, if they can get their cruise to arrive 14 days prior to the parting day, so they can quarantine before getting in, before boarding the cruise. That will be very well recommended. During on board, it's highly recommended to keep the social distance in the public spaces. Be aware, we're in a cruise. Even when they're very magnificent and big, we know the holes sometimes tends to get a little tiny or a little narrow, especially if there's various people trying to pass through it in different directions. So what they recommend is, if you're going through a narrow hole, try to let the people pass, and then when it's cleared, you can pass after that. So that way we are eliminating the physical contamination, physical touch during our pass through the holes. Face covering is a must outside private accommodation. So every time you leave your room, you have to have your face mask or your face covering on. It is something that there are no joking about it. You must have it or you will not be able to leave your room. They're recommended the same for all the crews. All the crews employees have to have their face covering unless they are doing a task that doesn't allow them to wear the face covering. So, but every other crew member have to have their face covered with a face mask, face clothing, whatever they're wearing, or face shield, anything. Um, be prepared to see a different service for the meal. They're actually recommending to encourage the people to get dining in the room, like the dining in room option, and to try to reconfigure all the meal spaces, and especially to try to encourage to delay or make a space in the hour of meal service in the cruise. Um, and the purpose to do this is to be able to facilitate the social distancing to be applied. So this means if you are one of those that eat at the buffet, be prepared that you probably will not be able to self-serve your stuff if it's not closed at all. It's like they're not going to do buffet service. That probably what I foresee is they're going to use the restaurants. And the buffets are going to be closed, but they're going to keep using the restaurant and the dining in the room service. So be aware, be prepared of that, ask questions when you get there on how the meals are going to be happening. Remember that they do the meeting before they disembark or they get out of the port. They do the safety meeting or the emergency meeting where they give you all those emergency information. And that is a very good place to start asking questions about meal service and all that stuff. So you're not that lost and you know where you can find what to expect in the meal service. And they probably are going to change the dynamic. You know, they have like have different service where they have different activities where they offer like buffet style food for everyone. Probably that activity is going to be eliminated until further notice. Like I said, self-serve dining options have to be eliminated from all meals. They recommend to minimize the shore leave and to promote the avoidance of physical contact with others. Avoid touching the eyes, avoid touching the nose, and avoid touching the mouth. Hand washing for 20 seconds to be promoted in a frequently way. And they're promoting to have more hand sanitizer stations, to have full stations prepared for the hand sanitizer. Like if you have go in the cruise, you know they're very aware of the hand washing. Be prepared to have that intensified during the cruise trip. Given those, their recommended accommodations for the cruise members going to be one person per room, having their own private bathroom. So that means they're going to reduce the amount of crew members they're bringing, and that is going to affect that they're going to have to reduce the amount of travelers they're going to allow on the cruise ships. So it's going to be good because it's not going to be too many people, but it's going to be affected one way or another. The experience is going to be something completely new, and I'm looking forward for that. There are cruise lines like the Norwegian. They are not allowing people that are not vaccinated to travel. So get vaccinated. Go and get vaccinated. I've already get my first shot of Moderna. My second shot is going to be next Wednesday, so next Monday of the next week. So I'm super happy that I'm going to be vaccinated, and it's something that is going to allow us to go back to the norm in the traveling industry. Like I say, people sometimes don't have in mind how impactful is the travel industry for each and every country economy. Like the economics of a country is very impacted by the tourist or the traveling sector, and being able to go back is something that I know every government is looking forward, but not without counting the safety of their people. Like I say, when you're traveling, please try to be mindful. Please try to be respectful to yourself, to the ones that are traveling with you, and to every people you're going to get in contact during your whole trip. Either inside a cruise, in that country destination, no matter with whoever you get in contact, try to be mindful, try to be respectful, because if you want others to be respectful to you, you have to be respectful to them as well. So this is what is happening right now with the cruise ships. It's very interesting. There's a lot of things that I know when I get there are not going to be the same, but it's very interesting that are taking all those steps, including the CDC, to make sure and ensure a safety travel, the safest as possible. So people, once again, if you are traveling, be aware, try to look for those information on with reliable media, reliable information. Try to look for the first or primary information source. Don't go with any source that you see outside there, and try to double check. Like I said in the previous video, of the countries that the USA passport holder can visit, I got the list from Travel Asia magazine, but I double checked it with the US Embassy, and I found some changes that they don't have it in their magazine, and that's very important. I'm not saying they didn't give the right information. By the time they published it, it was the right information, but by that time that I read it and I checked it, the information had already changed. So it's very important that we keep eye reading this stuff on where we're going, and keep it doing it in a more frequent way. So if we do it frequently, we're going to ensure that the day we depart and we get there, we have the right information on hand and we enjoy it. That's all that I got for you guys. If you like the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when I upload any new content. If you are trying to travel and you don't know how to plan it, you don't know the destination or anything like that you would love to go, hit me in this website or to my email, and I will be more than happy to plan it on the budget that you gave me. So see you all in the next video.